And we are live. Welcome to Mondo Market TV. Today we start another wonderful episode of Crafting with Shalyn, and we're so happy that you're here with us. We're going to make it snow today.
Totally.
Yes, it's all about wall decoration, winter wall decorations, and it's going to be fantastic. Don't forget to share and let folks know that we are live right now. Let's hang out. It's like time to just gather together and talk about crafts and just have a good time. This is your time. So close the door, just lock yourself in. Don't let anyone in, and just have a good time with us. And let your friends know that we are live so we can make it a party.
That's right.
Yes. All right, I guess we're ready to start.
Yes. Well, okay. So I'm really excited because today we're going to do snowflakes. And I know we've been doing Christmas, and Christmas is wonderful and fun, but what decor do you have for January? So
Yes.
I love these little wall hangings. These are so much fun. They're super easy. You're going to love them. I just really love the fact that we can create stuff for all year long because we are crafters, we are artists. So we create things that make us smile and sparkle. And so this, Wilma, if you're watching the glitter, every time I do glitter, I think of you.
So, and by the way, check out these beautiful snowflakes that we're creating because they're beautiful.
They're so cute. They're so fun because there is some rustic, and the buffalo check, we have a kit of buffalo check, which I really love the buffalo check, but we also have sparkles. We have glitter and sparkles, and all the snowflakes have sparkles. It's just a lot of fun. So let's get started. So in your kit, you're gonna end up getting some wooden sticks, and then you're gonna end up having these beautiful, let me pull these up. They're snowflakes. They already have glitter on them. They're a lot of fun, and you can add to them. So you can add to the snowflakes. So it doesn't really matter if there's glitter or not. And then you're gonna get ribbon, and we're gonna do a buffalo plaid today because I really like it. So we're gonna do that one today, and then you're gonna get your backing for your project. So very fun, very easy, and really classy. These are really classy. If you hang them up on your wall and you have, your little words, like my little words say snow, and then you have the matching coordinating colors with them. I mean, oh my gosh, how cute. So anyways, let's get started on that. You will have instructions. So I'm gonna open this up. So this will come all wrapped for you. And for those who get my kits, you notice I like to wrap things up and
make it
make
cute.
you open it. So you kind of get to open it like a Christmas present. And there is enough for 2 here. So you're gonna help me.
Ooh, she likes
so
putting
crafty.
me on the spot.
I love putting Nash on the spot. So what you're gonna do is, when you get your sticks out, you don't even have to paint these. This is what's awesome. I love having her do crafts. She does crafts very well.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take them, and you're just gonna add some glue. Now the cool thing about this kit is you can either make a square or you can make a diamond. So it's totally up to you. And if you're gonna make the diamond, make sure you maneuver your glue and your sticks to form that diamond. Let me see if I can get this over to you. I just want to show you how easy this is. So if you have a bunch of friends or girls or, daughters like I do, and you want to just do a fun craft with them for January. Now we're talking winter crafts here because I don't know where the year went. I'm not sure if you guys know where the year went, but it's gone. So we only have a few weeks left in 2018, and then we are on our way. So I made a square.
Yay.
And see, look. So if Nash was coming to my house and hanging out and doing crafts, we could whip this out in a heartbeat.
Okay, here, let me give you your
You're good.
Your glue gun back.
And it's so fun to do because you can create your shape for these. So you don't necessarily have to make it into a square, but that's what I did for it. So now what we're gonna do is take the end of your ribbon. You don't have to cut it a certain way. You don't have to do it, fancy schmancy. Put a piece of glue right there at your corner, and we are gonna pull this down, and I'm just gonna glue it on. And you remember how in grade school we used to wrap? That's what we're gonna do. And try and get your ribbon to spread out, because you're gonna have 2 pre-cut pieces and they will be able to go all the way around your project. And then you just keep wrapping. Now, seriously, if you have little grandkids like I do, this would be an easy craft for them to do if they're older. So if they're maybe 7 or 8 years old, this is something that they could do at home. But what's really cool is you're gonna make this like a designer craft. So when you hang these on the wall, they're light. You don't have to worry about putting a huge nail in the wall. But I mean, you're just gonna go like this. This is almost therapeutic, don't you think?
I think so.
I think it's therapeutic.
It's rather relaxing.
Yes.
Now, I like these because everyone thinks about decorating for the seasons, like the different holidays, but I like it how you're like, okay, no, you know what? Come January, it's still winter, at least here in America, and we still decorate. We want our environment to be nice and pretty.
We do.
So I like it that this is not necessarily tied to a holiday type of decor.
Well, and you can actually make it to match your home decor. I mean, I have blues in my kitchen. I love blues. But I also have the buffalo plaids are in my tree, and they're just everywhere. So we're just going to keep wrapping. So you can tell that this is really easy to just whip up and do. And I go really fast. So you don't actually have to go as fast as me. I had a lady email me and she said, "You are too fast." I'm like, no, I do it the Shay way. And that's the fun way. So for me, it's the fun way. For you, you do it your way. But I mean, how cute are these? And what's really cool about them is if you have, I don't know how many of you guys do, like you take your Christmas tree down, but you leave it up for winter and you do a winter tree. So your crafts on your winter tree are just a little bit more wintry, snowbally, polar bearish. You can actually make these and put them inside your tree. So if you didn't want to hang them on your wall, you can actually tuck them right into your tree and have kind of like a big ornament. So check it out. I've already wrapped mine. And I can fix a few spots. If you can see the little pieces of wood, just push them. Just kind of maneuver them that way. And sometimes you can glue them down. So you just want to keep it plain. If you want to paint your sticks so that if you do have anything that shows, by all means do it, because that will just ensure that the color is exactly what you want. So if you notice, I did a little piece of glue and I glued this right here, but I haven't cut it yet. See, look how good you're doing.
Yeah.
She's crafty. She really is. So I've got my glue there. It's pretty much dry. Now I'm gonna make a loop. So this is the easiest way to make a loop for me, is I actually just glue the top. So I've glued it right here. See right there? And then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna make it as tall as I want. So I think that size right there is a pretty good size. So again, we're just gonna put a little dab of glue and then just hold it right there. And then I usually try and pinch it together just so it doesn't have a hole, like so you don't see through it. So if you can see on that side, I didn't make a hole, if you can show that.
Right.
Yeah, so there's no hole.
Gotcha.
Now what I'm gonna do is This is what's so fun about crafting is you can do them any way you want, but the leftover, and it really helps to have a really good pair of scissors. I don't know why I use the ones that always don't work. So now we're just gonna take our extra ribbon, and you might have more than what I have here. It depends on how you do your sticks. And I'm just gonna make a tiny little bow like you do for your shoes. So something simple, not a lot of tails. And if I want to, but I'm not gonna put it on yet, girl, oh, now see, I did mine really, really loose and she did hers really, really tight.
Oh,
so
that explains
that's
it.
a great example, not that you did it bad.
Okay.
What happens is you just have to undo it a little bit and you have to pull your ribbon.
So it's not so tight.
Right, you're gonna wanna line your ribbon so it kinda, each edge of the ribbon kinda just touches each other.
Gotcha.
And then it leaves you with a bunch. Or you can just go and do it and you don't even have to have the loop on top.
Okay.
So like I say, this is totally up to you guys. It's just another way to say, oh my gosh, Shalyn just does the funniest crafts, but they're fun. So let me cut this one. So if I choose to do this one later, I'm gonna do it. But for now, this is the front of my frame. And so I'm going to get a piece of felt. So in your kit, you're gonna have 2 pieces of felt that will come that are already pre-cut, but they're bigger than what your frame is gonna be. So you're just gonna line it up to the square. So you'll have 2 squares that are 6 by 6, but if you do a diamond, you'll just angle it a little bit. So I'm gonna take that, and here's what I do. You can do this however you want to do it. I'm gonna glue right here. I'm gonna glue all across the frame. So right here, I'm just gonna make enough glue to go all the way around, and then I'm gonna press it onto my wood. Let me set that down there. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna line it up with my square, and there. And there are the strings again. Nash, every time I see strings, I think of you.
Think of me.
I think of you. So mine is already glued right onto it. So when you get your square, you can glue it right to it and then trim it. And then all I'm gonna do is make sure that it's actually on there tight, like that. And don't worry about your little glue pieces on the sides. Don't worry about, different things like that, because it will be just fine. You can take those off. Okay, now I'm just gonna trim it. Tell me this isn't easy. This is so much fun.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, I keep gluing my scissors.
And by the way, if you're wondering, okay, where can I get these cute snowflake decoration kits? I will tell you, mondomarkettv.com. That's where you go. Go there now, check it out. We have a special introductory price during the next 24 hours, so you get to save. But look how beautiful this decoration is. In your kit, you'll get enough supplies to create 2 snowflakes. It comes with the wood frames, the background, and you get to choose which colors you like. So you have the rustic brown, the rustic brown, which is this one right here, the winter blue, or the black, the red buffalo check. So you can see there, these are the different options. You get to choose which color you'd like, and definitely, and you get, of course, the 2 snowflakes, which you'll see here in a minute how we use them, and the 1 yard of ribbon. And these are fantastic and so cute, adorable to make fun, and they make for a very fun decoration for winter decoration. So I highly encourage you to go mondomarkettv.com. That's where you grab them.
Or a gift.
Or a gift, exactly.
Or a gift. If you want a cute neighbor gift, this would be a cute neighbor gift too.
True.
So if you have a neighbor that's like you really love and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give them something cool, This would be something cute with a little thank you note.
Yes.
And if you know the decor of their house and something matches, I mean, that would be perfect. So neighbor gifts are good.
Yes, they are.
Hint, hint,
And
neighbors.
necessary.
They are. You know what? Because we love our neighbors. We love our neighbors. They're a lot of fun. So, alrighty. So I'm going to glue that back. And then I've got just a little bit of excess up here that I'm going to trim. So just kind of eyeball it when you're trimming it, but don't trim too far because then you'll trim a hole into it. And we don't want to do that. So there I have my completed frame.
That looks good.
Isn't that just simple, fun, cute? I'm going to put my little bow up here.
The bow not only adds a nice oomph to it, but it also
does.
Enhances the finishing.
Right. And if you notice, while we were talking, Nash was able to wrap hers. So if you have a bunch of friends over doing this for a project, this would be a fun project for youth, for girls, for anybody really. So now we've got that on. The last thing we need to do is our snowflake. Ooh. And I'm going to do this iridescent. I love how this catches the light. I love how they look. The snowflake is an interesting one though, because you can't just do the middle. You need to glue everything down because you don't want anything popping off. Really? So I glue, yes, because they're fragile and you don't want them to actually break. So if somebody came by and snagged it, the little tips of them would probably pop. And we don't want that. Okay. And there's glitter. And then all you do is just press it down. Press it down. So
you did the middle and the tips.
Middle and the tips. You can do these other pieces, but they don't stick out as much. I noticed when I did my first ones, these bigger ones kind of folded a little bit with my felt. And I was like, oh man, that's not what I wanted. So I just don't want anybody to walk by and actually clip it and ruin it. And there you have buffalo check.
Yay.
Let me show that one.
Oh yeah, I like the snowflake. Check it out.
Cute.
So here you get to see it. This is the one we just created. Look how the light catches onto that snowflake. It just really makes it sparkle and twinkle. It's really cool. And of course, this is the one side. Let me show you the back side just for you to see the finishing. Of course, this is just because, you know, easy there. But see how cool this is? Very pretty. And you can, just like Shalyn said, when you're designing them, you can make them square. You can make them diamond, whichever you prefer.
So there, on the samples, there's one blue that's square and one blue that's a diamond.
Ah, yes.
So if you can see, it's not actual true diamond shape, but it's got the shape to it. So you can choose the two different sizes, which is really cool because you know, you kind of have a variation on what you want to do instead of just having it all look generic. They kind of look like hot pads too. Don't use them as hot pads, but they kind of look like it.
Yeah, they do.
Just a little bit.
But the variation is nice because it gives you, allows you to decorate however way you want.
However way you want, you can do it. So now we're going to do one that has a paper backdrop. So the back of it is going to be paper. This one is felt. So depending on which kit you order, the buffalo check has felt. The blue ones have a blue metallic kind of glittery paper, and then the rustic one has a glitter paper. So I'm going to show you how to do that one. So again, this is really simple. Take your little sticks here, and you're just going to glue them. They dry really fast. If you're using wood glue, allow yourself like 10 or 15 minutes to let it dry, because the wood glue takes just a little bit longer.
And you would use wood glue instead of the hot glue in this, in a situation, for example, where this might be getting sunlight or something?
Yes, yes. Glue will melt. The hot glue melts, and I don't think a lot of people actually know that. But if you notice, you get a craft, you buy a craft that somebody's made, and then it's on your front door, and then you notice that it's fallen. If it's been used with hot glue and it's not an industrial hot glue, they just melt in the sun. So it's glue and it's on a high temperature. So if your front door gets really hot, your glue's gonna get hot. But if you have something that like will glue your fingers together, there are certain wood glues out there that you can actually glue your fingers together. It's kind of painful. those will last forever. Sometimes they go yellow, but they will last. So now I'm going to show you the rustic one. And I'm actually going to do, because on the twine, it likes to fray when you first cut it, I actually put glue on it and I twist it. And then I will just cut the end off. So it's kind of like how a shoelace is at the end. That's how I will start my the twine on most anything. So we'll get a little glue here. And we are just going to start wrapping. This is a little bit thicker twine, so it is going to have a thicker look to it, which I kind of like. I don't know, have you seen the little baby twine now they have? This is really, really thin, and sometimes your craft looks really, really tiny, unless you're going for the tiny stuff. So we're just gonna, and now the ribbon, you're wrapping it so it goes side to side, so the edges of your ribbon touch. This, you're just literally going through. And with the jute, with the twine here, I actually glue it this way. So I will put pieces of glue down because sometimes it will come apart on you really fast, and then you've worked really hard on your project and it's all unfrayed.
I like that tip because it makes the wrapping easier probably as well.
A lot easier. And sometimes we get in a hurry. Like me, I'll hurry and try and do a project, and then all of a sudden I realize that I have totally messed it up because I didn't secure it on the way. And that's what happens to me with jute. So this is going to take a few minutes, but we can do this. And so while you're doing this, you're going to binge watch your favorite episode of Mondo Market TV, or
that's right,
Curious Mondo or something. So yes, you're gonna watch all the craft shows.
I like also this thicker jute that you're using because it gives it more of a frame effect. So
yeah,
it has a little bulk to it, so it looks nice.
And you know what else it does is it gives it stability, because like I was saying, the smaller jute, I looked at it a couple times and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Because if you're going to make a craft, you want to make a craft that's going to last, and you don't want it to only last one season. So again, I'm just going to pull it around, and I'll show you how to go back and fix your little edges here, because the jute will pull away just a little bit. And you crafters know what I'm talking about when jute decides to do its own thing.
Now with this kit, available only at mondomarkettv.com, and especially during the next 24 hours, you save, so I would go there soon. With this kit, you get the jute, so depending on which one that you choose. So for example, we have a few options available. We have the buffalo check, red buffalo check. Right. That's this one right here. You get the winter blue, and then of course the rustic brown. So the jute comes with the rustic brown, and then the other ones with the other ones, and then the other that was profound. The other ones with the other ones, and then the other thing that it comes with it. Basically, you have enough for 2 snowflakes. You also get the background. So, for example, in the buffalo check, you get the black felt, with the blue one, you get a fancy paper, shiny, sparkly paper that really it looks fabulous.
It's tough. It's tough paper.
It's not flimsy paper. It will definitely last. It also comes with the woods for the wood frames, and the snowflakes that are just beautiful. They have a nice shine to it. They're intricate looking, and it's just, this is the perfect quick craft for you to create. You can do these super quickly and instantly pretty much have a beautiful decoration for your house or for a friend. So definitely I would encourage you to do these. mondomarkettv.com. Go there during the next 24 hours because the price is just right.
It is. I mean, really, it's kind of the price of a dessert, like you said. I love that. This is the price of a dessert. Well, I can tell you, I've spent money on desserts that are way more than something.
This one you don't gain right?
That's right. This one you actually look at instead of on the wall instead of on your body. Which is, you know, I mean, sometimes the enjoyment of a dessert is great, but then the aftermath, yeah. And this is something that you can give to from your heart. That's the one thing I love about crafting is we craft from our hearts. We craft because we love it, and we craft because we have this passion in us to do it. And just like these little frames, when you get your kit and you start crafting them and you get them done, and it's a fast neighbor gift too. Really, I've seen neighbor gifts where, you know, you spend a lot of time and money on it, and sometimes they get just chucked in a box or put away. But this is something that they could put up for all of January, even part of February maybe, if they don't like Valentine's Day. But so while we sit and chat, look, we have our frame just about through. And the jute will be a little bit longer than the ribbon. So if you do order the jute kit, the jute ribbon is just, or the
And that is
strand is a little
the
longer.
rustic brown option.
Rustic brown. So check it out. It's amazing what we can do when our brains start thinking. Okay, so we're almost to the end here. And I am going to just glue this piece right here. Now, your frame is not going to come apart either with the jute or the ribbon. So once you get it on there, it is totally on there. And I do the jute loop. I'm going to show you how different I do it. So you can show that really quick.
So here we have the frame. This is the jute loop that comes with the rustic brown.
The jute loop.
The
Jute loop, I like that. That's cool. Okay, so instead of making like the loop we did on the other one, I actually, seriously, and I like to just put it onto the back. So wherever you had it cut off, you're gonna take it and go like this. So push it down really hard and get that glue to adhere, and then I would put just a little bit more. You could tie a knot in it and then put it on, but the problem with the knot is you'll have a gap on your wall that's bigger than what you're already gonna have. So you could end up having it not lay flat. It'll actually lay kind of in a, it's like a little
bit of an angle.
Yeah. So get that off my fingers. And then just trim your ends. I hope Santa brings me a really cool pair of scissors this year. You know how you always have that good pair of scissors that's for your sewing? Yeah. Or cutting ribbon. And then you can't find them, so you use them for something else. And then they become your everyday scissors. So again, at the end of your jute, if you want to, tie a bow. I didn't on the one over there, but I'm going to just show you what it would look like just in case. So if you have a cute bow, you could put it right there. I'm going to choose not to because I want it to match this other one. And then your paper.
But if you did, it would basically just with the hot glue, put it on there.
Yeah. So just glue it right back on and you'll be fine. Again, just like we did before.
Ah, that's pretty.
Isn't that just cool?
Yes.
The paper changes everything. So again, we're going to just go like this. And we are going to literally just glue. And it doesn't have to be a ton, but enough to make it stick. Okay. And then just line it up with your paper. And then just push. Make sure you get it to adhere to the paper. So, and you don't have to worry about breaking because now you've got all that jute on it and it's secure. It's very secure. Okay. And now we're going to cut. You have to have something like this in your crafting repertoire because to get it done and make it look pretty and have it done so fast that you have an instant decoration up in about probably, 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, those are the kind of decorations I love, because those are the ones that say, yep, I did that, and I did it where it didn't take me all day. Because how many of us have projects that are literally sitting in a box? Me. Mm-hmm. I have tons. But I'll get to them one day. That's what we all say. Okay. So check it out.
Very nice.
Isn't that cool?
I love how sparkly this is. I mean, look at that. Definitely, this will definitely call attention, right?
Yeah. But I mean, to have two of those and they're just hanging right on your wall, I just think it's so pretty.
Very pretty.
And snowflakes vary, so we're gonna do the white
like
ones.
Snowflakes vary.
They do. They and snowflakes are artistic. There isn't one that's the same. So just kind of like we as people, there isn't very many that are like each other. And again, look, we're just gluing these little tips. So it's the round tip. And then we're going to glue the middle. Take it, flip it over. And there you go. Check that out. We are done.
Yay.
We did 2 of them.
Look at that. Look how pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, imagine this on a wall. So we did this one. This is the rustic brown. This is the red buffalo check. And look how very pretty they are.
Now, if you're going to give this away as a gift, so say you're giving this as a neighbor gift.
Okay.
Sign the back of the paper one.
Oh, yes.
Sign it, because then they'll know who made it. They'll know where it's from, because the back is just white and it's paper. So you can use a marker, you can use a acrylic marker, anything that you want. You can customize a really important message on there for your neighbors. Say, I love you so much because you're really cool. And, then they'll be happy with you for the next year. So it'll be really awesome.
That's right. So mondomarkettv.com, that's where you go to get your snowflake wall decorations. They come in 3 different options: buffalo check, rustic brown, and then the blue that you'll see on your screen here shortly. The blue is called winter blue. And your kit comes with enough for 2 different snowflakes. So you get 2 snowflakes, you get the ribbon that goes around, or the jute, depending on which one that you get. You get the paper backing and the woods for the frame. So it's a very fun kit. Easy to make, very pretty, classy looking. I like how they have a shine to them. You'll very quickly decorate with this kit, and they make for great gifts. During the next 24 hours, we have a very special introductory price, so do check it out if you like to save. Now is the time to go. Go there right now, mondomarkettv.com.
Cool.
Awesome.
I love it.
Me too. Fantastic. These are beautiful. I love them. Any final comments you'd like to leave our Mondo makers with today?
This is our last show for a few weeks.
It is. It's the final show of the season. We'll be back on the 9th, January 9th, I believe.
But wait till you see what we do.
Oh.
You guys are going to be so excited. And I can't wait to show you all the new things for 2019. I'm so stoked that every time I think about it, I get really, really excited because there are so many things that we get to do as people to decorate, and the seasons are coming up. And what is the next season that's coming up after winter?
Well, season
or holiday.
Holiday.
Excuse me, holiday.
You mentioned Valentine's, so I'm assuming that's the one.
So in January, we're going to do a few little love gifts.
Aww.
And these are little love gifts. So if your husbands are listening, close their ears. They're for our honeys. It'll be really, really cute. So they're little tokens,
Yes.
Something we can do.
We have a fabulous programming for the next season. You don't want to miss it. Remember, January 9th, that's when we'll be back. Of course, until then, if you miss us, you can go to mondomarkettv.com.
Sure.
Click on Watch the Shows, and you can watch every episode that we've ever had. Definitely enjoy that.
Exactly. And order some more kits, because if you need something for a last-minute gift,
perfect.
Order.
And these are perfect for last-minute gifts.
And these are a lot of fun, too, because really, when you get a neighbor gift or you do something for yourself and you do some decor, I have gotten so excited in the last few days thinking about doing different decor items for January. I even wallpapered my wall
Wow.
with wrapping paper. And I'm going to show a picture when we come back in January what I did, but I actually took wrapping paper and I actually put it on my big kitchen wall. So,
Wow.
so I'm going to show you some of the crafts that we're going to do. I'm going to show you that on this wall. So I'm excited for everybody to get their kits and to just start crafting on and know your value. Keep crafting and keep giving from your heart, because when you give from your heart, you change people's lives. And when you change people's lives, they start giving from their heart and they repeat the process. It's paying it forward.
Yes.
So we just love our crafting audience. You guys are wonderful.
Awesome. Yes, I like that. Very nice. Well, you guys have a very happy holidays. And don't forget, we'll be back here January 9th for another episode of Crafting with Shalyn. Until then.